Today I'm going to talk about account book. And actually I looked it up, the word, to say 가계부, and there were a few expressions to say that. And those were things like housekeeping book, household accounts, and family budget, sort out the family budget or something. And today I'm just gonna use account book because that's just convenient to say. And I wrote down less than 10 keywords before I started this speaking, because I knew that not only speaking in English is difficult, but also coming up with things to say is also a lot of trouble. So that shouldn't be a trouble, because the reason I'm doing this is to improve my speaking skills. So at least I thought that I needed to organize things I'm going to say before I started this. So I also did it yesterday, but I didn't explain about that. So today I wanted to say it briefly. Yeah. So account book. Do I think I need to keep track of account book? I'm not really sure, because actually I'm not the kind of person who spends everything I earn, and rather I tend to be a Scroogey. And I gotta say, I'm a frugal person. For example, last year I didn't buy a clothes, maybe, probably, but this year I really needed to get some winter clothes, so I went shopping. But I went to the mall Top 10, which is which has very affordable clothes. And other than that, I don't buy things. Literally, I don't buy any things. Only things I spend money on is books and definitely food, because I need to feed my family. And if there is something I spent for myself, is that books and snack. Yeah, definitely snacking. That's the thing I wanted to check how much I was spending. And I don't buy clothes, I don't buy shoes and bags or anything. And I don't even go to hair shop very often. And all I do is just cut, not perm or dyeing or something. And I don't do my nail. I don't buy cosmetic products and skincare products. And yeah, that's me. So, but still, I'm very interested in becoming financially free. So I read a lot of books and I watched a lot of videos, and many people said that I really need to check what am I spending on, very in detail. So one day I check all the bank accounts and I wrote down every item I spent for myself and for my family. And well, it turned out that as I expected, there was not much I wasted. But yeah, today I just stopped the YouTube premium service. It's to save my money and also to save my time. So I think I'm happy that I made that decision. I don't know why it took me so long before I decided that. But anyway, I feel so light and free. Yeah, so that's great. And anyway, yeah, about 5 years ago, I installed the application called Smart Account Book, and it was very convenient because the application checks all the text messages, so they sorted a message from the card company, and they automatically registered the items and where I spend and how much I spend. So it just automatically organized everything. So what I needed was just added some things that I spent with cash. So it was quite convenient, but for some reason I stopped writing it a couple of years ago. No, I didn't actually write it that long, for a few months, and recently, like I said before, I got interested in being financially free. So I looked up some books at the library, and I was quite surprised that to find that there were a few what was that? I forgot the name. Account book. Yeah. At the library, there were a few account book. There were a few books about how to write account books. You know, we learned. I remember I learned how to write, how to check, how to keep account book when I was in elementary school. You know, that was called 용돈 기입장, and that says like we needed to write everything we earn and every single thing we spent. But you know, as an adult and as a person who runs a family budget, it doesn't feel easy to write every single thing. So it can be overwhelming. It can feel overwhelming to have to write every single thing. So it was interesting that there were a few books to teach how to keep account book efficiently and easily. And I'm gonna introduce two types of account books managing method. And the title of the book was One Line Account Book, and there was a few examples. And what I remember is this: if for example, in my case, what I wanted to check how much I spend on was snacking, like just snack, cookies or biscuits and chips or something. So I don't need to write every other thing because I don't really spend that much, and I don't have any trouble spending on other subjects. So the answer is to take notes or write only about snaking, So that way I can easily check how much I'm spending on that stuff. And in the book, the example was about coffee, or for some people might be cigarette, or maybe drinking or something. So yeah, I think that's very good idea. And there was another example, and that was about to evaluate the stuff I spent according to how much I needed to spend on the things. Like it can be 3 different types, and one thing is I really had to and needed to spend, and second was optional, and third was the stuff that I really didn't need to spend on. So that way we can see how much money I am spending on the third category, that where I don't really need to spend. I just want to spend. So we can try to reduce that category stuff. Yeah, that way I recorded more than 12 minutes, and I know it's not a great speech, but still I'm trying to practice, and I believe that I can do better and better as time goes by. And if anything is listening to this so far, I'm so glad that you are here. And I'm sure that you want to practice your English, because if you're good at English, you might not be listening to this, right? So yeah, let's keep it up. Way to go together. Bye, and I'll definitely record tomorrow again. Bye.